According to the science of economics, anything that is material, is useful, and is owned by human beings is considered wealth. Ordinarily, wealth is synonymous with capital, and therefore anyone who has wealth is also a possessor of capital. Messenger Muhammad writes, quote, "Certainly we want wealth. We cannot enjoy life without wealth, but we should economize that wealth until we are equal with the other nations in the way of economics." End of quote. There is no economic system in the world that is not based on wealth and capital. There is no economic system in the world that is not founded on the ownership of land, for all wealth and capital is from the land. Therefore, Messenger Muhammad says we need territory in which to expand. We need some of this good earth here or there so that we can build a system of economy for our people. The accumulation of capital or the accumulation of wealth depends upon the readiness of men to postpone the gratification of wants in the present in the hope of greater satisfaction of their wants in the future. Self-denial and saving is the road to the accumulation of wealth or capital. Toward this end, the Pakistani and Russian people were involved in 5-year economic savings plans which helped these countries to build a strong economic system which enabled them to improve the standard of living of their people. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad warns the black people of America against following the ways of the extravagant white Americans. For by the black man's following the extravagant white American, he also is extravagant with what little he gets from the white American economic system. Messenger Muhammad says that this is the way that the slave master's children keep us down, by their not caring to teach their once black slaves economy. Messenger Muhammad says that as long as we try to practice being equal with the rich white American before we learn and practice self-economy, thrift, or the managing of our affairs and resources so as to avoid waste, we will always be in want under the feet of our enemies. Messenger Muhammad calls on the black man of America to unite and build a black economy. And the first step toward building a black economy is that every black man and woman of America must know how to spend and how to save by those of us who desire to see our people out of poverty and want. Messenger Muhammad says that our knowledge of self, others, and the time should force us to become more prudent in our spending. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad alone of all the black leaders in America has both taught and carried into practice the principles of economy among his followers. He has warned us repeatedly about extravagance. In fact, it disgusts him to see us wasting and throwing away our hard-earned money. He warns us about the care and the upkeep of property. Messenger Muhammad has inspired his followers to save, and he has taught us how to spend. For over 3 years, we, the followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, have been involved in a 3-year economic savings plan. We have sacrificed, and we are still sacrificing and practicing self-denial. We have postponed the gratification of many of our personal wants to help Messenger Muhammad to build a black economy. And this is what has caused the writers of Time magazine in the March 7th, 1969 edition to say of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his followers, quote, "Last year the Muslims sank an estimated $6 million in business and real estate. 2/3 of it in Chicago, where the sect is based. Says Muhammad, our goal this year is 10 times that amount. Few black businessmen believe that they will achieve this figure. But even if they double their investment next year, it will be a remarkable performance. End of quote. What is it that causes the writers of Time magazine to call the Muslim business expansion and plans remarkable? Is it not the fact that Messenger Muhammad has accomplished this great business expansion with the support of his poor followers, whom he taught the value of saving for the good and future of self? And is it not the fact also that Messenger Muhammad has accomplished this great business expansion without the aid of government, without grants from any foundation, without fanfare and demonstrations, without causing injury or harm to anyone? The accomplishments of Messenger Muhammad and his followers are a manifest proof that with right guidance and right leadership, we can unite and build a black economy. Since we the Muslims have accomplished this business expansion, schools, farms, warehouses, supermarkets, herds of sheep and cattle, trailer trucks, with the nickels, dimes, and dollars of the poor followers, what could we accomplish in the way of building a black economy if we had the aid of the government and the rich of our kind? Certainly, we could eliminate poverty and want among our people. The standard of living that we seek for ourselves and our people should never be classified by white people as bourgeoisie or middle class. For to live morally clean and upright is not a white middle class value. But Messenger Muhammad teaches us that to live morally clean and upright is the nature of God and the nature of the original black man. To live in a good home and be a possessor of wealth is not a white middle class value. But Messenger Muhammad says that our Father Allah is the maker and owner of the heavens and the earth. So why should we live as beggars when the wealth of the earth in reality belongs to the original black man? The standard of living that we seek for ourselves and our people is not based on the middle class values of white people, but it is our belief that every black man, woman, and child should have what Allah has promised. And he has promised us all money, good homes, and friendship in all walks of life. Because the Muslim followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad have submitted to Allah, who came in the person of Master Farad Muhammad, to whom praise is due forever, and because we follow the guidance of his messenger, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, we are being blessed with success. Messenger Elijah Muhammad spends all of his time, night and day, trying to raise this fallen and dead people to their feet, so that we, the black man of America, may go for self and build for self, not on the pattern of our slave masters and their children, which is robbery, spoiling, and the corruption of each other, but on the pattern of justice and righteousness. So let us unite with Messenger Elijah Muhammad and help him to build for us a black economy to satisfy all of our wants. Thank you for listening, and may Allah grant you the light of understanding as I greet you in peace in the Arabic language. Assalamu alaikum.